often I see people making things difficult for themselves. Their goals they make hard, or there's a struggle, or there's an old belief like, well, to be successful, you have to work really, really hard. One of the questions I like to ask myself when I catch myself making things more complicated than they need to be is, what if it could be easy? What if it could be easy? I have this easy button sitting on my desk. And whenever I make things more complicated, or I feel like there's probably an easier solution out there to a problem, I push this.
That was easy.
And it makes me smile. And often I think of an easier answer for things. And lately I've been thinking about the other side of this. I had a conversation several weeks back with a thought leader out of Australia named Callan McCurdy. And he said, well, sometimes it's good to make things hard, to make things a challenge. Like riding up a big hill. It can feel really good and you can get stronger from that. And it reminded me of when I've run marathons, super hard and a great challenge and so many benefits. And so I've been thinking lately about what could you make hard or difficult or a challenge that would be worth taking on to move you ahead to the next level, whether that's in your personal life or your business life. Maybe there's something you've been avoiding. I was recently listening to a Mel Robbins podcast, and she had Dr. Luana Marquez, who's a Harvard professor, on talking about avoidance and how we can avoid things that hurt our happiness levels, that hurt our ability to live our fullest life. So my question to you is, what's a hard goal that you could take on? What is a challenge maybe you've been avoiding in your business or your personal life that you could make an actual goal? Maybe it's a certain phone call that you haven't made yet. It doesn't have to be a really big marathon kind of challenge. Maybe it's the fact of picking up the phone and calling a client, something that you tend to avoid. The more you do it, the easier it'll be. Those kind of things that might feel hard at some point clearly have a big impact. So I'd love to hear what it is for you. What's a challenge goal that you have for yourself that feels kind of hard, but you know that even if you don't hit the goal, you'll grow from trying. And on the best scenario, you may get to something that you've been wanting to do. I have another book coming out in the fall, and that was a challenge goal. This is my third one. And I decided even though it feels hard and time consuming, I was going to make it as an enjoyable of a challenge as possible. And it ended up being that way. So what is it for you? What is a goal that you're going to take on and a challenge? I would absolutely love to hear about it.